friends. The Al Travis Show. Nothing but talk.
Good friend of the program. We call him the voice in Central Minnesota. He's Jay Caldwell. Jay, how are you doing today, sir?
I'm good, Al. How about you?
Well, you know, it's a late night Monday. Because you're going to stay up, watch the game. It is so pathetic. I didn't sleep really. It took me a while to go to sleep because I was so mad. I need to stop. I need to find a way out that this isn't my thing. What?
You're that down today?
Well, you know, yeah, to be honest, quite frankly, I guess you saw a slow start from JJ, you know, last game, but by the fourth quarter, he seemed to have his pace and we're going to go somewhere. And you can almost hope that's going to happen, right? Okay, he's got a pace. This team is, you know, probably not much better than Chicago. And then it's a slow start, and this is a slow start. And all the guys in my little texting group, you know, oh, wow, here we are. I think it was 9-6 at halftime. That's okay, slow start. Maybe this way it'll be all year. And it never took off. There's just nothing there. And that's just really sad to see on your hometown squad.
Yeah, I'd agree. No, it was a hard game to watch. And I think what we saw is that the first three quarters against the Bears were awful.
Yep.
And then the fourth quarter was good. And then last night, all four quarters were bad. So what's the trend? It does start to appear that the struggle is the trend.
Yes.
And can that change? For sure it could, but not looking great. It tempers your expectations. It makes you think, okay, so, you know, could this team win the division? And now you're feeling like, well, I have a hard time believing they could beat Green Bay or Detroit, at least with this group.
I don't know if they're going to have a positive record anymore. I'm saying I think they got 10 games. I don't know where they find those 10 games playing like they are. And I'm not asking quarterback controversy. I thought this kid, they owe him a paycheck above and beyond whatever's getting paid because they laid him out to be basically harassed all day. He never had a second to throw that ball. The one he did, he threw for 50 yards to Jefferson. But he was on it. What, he got sacked 6 times? How many times? Hurry. This kid was running around for his life. I don't blame him for that. This offensive line is not what we were sold.
Well, they were playing without 2 starters.
Yep.
So that made a difference. You don't have your best offensive lineman, arguably, in Christian Darrisaw. So he's missed the first 2 games, and the expectation was he'd be back for the season opener, and that, of course, didn't happen. And now you wonder, will he even be back next week when they play the Bengals? And if they don't have him back, how bad is that going to be? And then they lose the center early in the game, so then you're playing with backup center, and that creates other problems. So, yeah, that was definitely a factor. He made some bad decisions, though. Yeah.
Oh, yes, but he's a rookie. I'm just not ready to throw him out. He's had 1 good quarter out of 8. That's a horrible math problem. I think he had a 38 quarterback rating or something. I mean, these are horrible stats. I'm not willing to give up on him yet. I don't think so. Maybe if we see this happening halfway through another game, you got to throw Charlie Went in and see if he can fix things or get us. I don't know what. I'm not the coach. I don't get paid the million to figure that out. I'm not hating on him, I guess is my thought.
Yeah, it's too early to pull the plug on him. I mean, he's the guy that you invested in. You spent the first round pick in him. You decided not to bring in any real, I guess, quality backups. I mean, Carson Wentz is a guy who was on the waiver wire. He was sitting out there. I mean, there's a reason for that. So it's kind of McCarthy or bust this year. Yeah,
so then you got to put a line around him. We got to figure that out. I don't know how. 2 other things real quick. The Minnesota Twins lose to the Diamondbacks last night 5-2. They are now eliminated. Now, I think in reality they've been eliminated for a month and a half. But that being said, they are completely out. What do the fans need, Jay, to get me interested in them again?
Well, that won't be until next year. And anytime a season starts, there's always some optimism that they're going to be better. I'm not sure what you're going to sell from that standpoint. Maybe you're selling that there's youth coming up that could be an impact. Walker Jenkins is at AAA now. He's their top prospect. Emma Rodriguez is a guy that's got some ability. He's down at AAA. He's had a hard time staying healthy. They've got young pitchers they've traded for. I'd say based on what we've seen, mixed results. I doubt that they would sign anybody of significance other than maybe they try to rebuild the bullpen, which is a complete shambles now.
See, and that was my point. I think they have to spend some quality money. and I say, go, you're not going to get Ohtani. Go get Ohtani. Bring him in here. Then I want to come see. You got to give me some names that I said, oh, what? Guess what? This guy's a pretty good pitcher. I want to see him on a regular. If they don't, they've lost so much mojo. 2 years ago, we won our first series in the playoffs, and now it's this. I'm just really upset. I want them to get better. One last thing before I let you go, my friend. The thing to watch, I think, right now, if you're going to be honest, in Minnesota, the Lynx and the Golden State Valkyries, the Lynx just trollops on them. This is what we want, 101-72. I don't see any. I mean, you'll get to the championship game. That'll be a great ball game. I don't see much stopping these Lynx.
No, I don't. I think you're right. I think that's a team that's got a chance to win another championship. They've won 4. This could be number 5. Yep. They've been in 7 title games. So, yeah, there's title series, which is now a 7-game series. So that's expanded. I think it was 5 last year. So, yeah, it's I suppose reason to watch Minnesota sports in September, especially if this Viking thing doesn't improve.
Well, and it has to. You're absolutely right. It does. Jay, I appreciate you a ton. I know you take time off to do this for me, and I do appreciate it. Good news, bad news. Vikings good, Vikings bad. We'll still be here. I appreciate you doing this.
You got it. Thanks, Al.
All right. He is Jay Caldwell, voice of Central Minnesota.
When the stakes are high at the Minnesota Capitol, you need more than a lobbyist. You need a partner. At Momentum Advocacy, we bring nearly 90